Welcome students, welcome to your favorite channel TKG Physics classes. So students, in previous class we were talking about the speed and velocity and the calculation of speed and velocity. There is a term which is named as instantaneous speed and instantaneous velocity. So for calculating instantaneous speed and velocity, we need to know about differentiation. So this is actually in mathematics, this is a chapter for mathematics in your class 12. Now for physics we need to know about little bit about differentiation and integration which is the opposite of differentiation. So before starting differentiation, first of all you have to know about what is function, what is continuity of function, what is the limit of a function, etc. And I think all of you know about this portion, this little bit this portion, and which is a limit, that is which is in your previous class. So suppose y is a function of x, y is a function of x, that means y which is depends upon x. Now if I say x changes to x plus del x, that means the value of x increases, and how much amount? That is del x. Here what is del x? Del x is the change in x. Then y is a function of x, so we can say when x changes from x plus del x, similarly y changes from y plus del y. What is del y? Here del y represent change in y. Now if I write this one dy by dx, what is this value? This value gives the average of rate of change in y with respect to x. You know that is the average speed formula, del x by del t, this one like that. So del y by del t is represent the average rate of change of y with respect to x. Suppose I am drawing a graph, this one x axis, this one is y axis, this is straight line. Now you need to find out this slope of this graph. So what will be the slope? Suppose this angle is theta and slope, that is tan theta, is equal to, you say this one AB by BC. Now what is AB and what is BC? Suppose this portion is y and this portion is represent increases, and so this one is represent y plus del y, suppose. So what about this portion? This portion is represent dy. Similarly this portion is x and this portion is increases, that is x plus del x. So what is about this portion? That is represent del x. So AB, that is represent del y, and BC, that is represent del x. This one, that is del y by del x, the change of y with respect to change of x. This is named as average of rate of change in y with respect to x. Now when this one is important, when del x approaches to 0, that means the change in x is very small, which is tends to 0. That means here we have to use the limiting value. Limit del x tends to 0, del y by del x. Limit del x tends to 0, del y by del x. That means when del x tends to 0, the change of x tends to 0, then what will be the change of y in this change? That is del x tends to 0. This is called dy by dx. This is called dy by dx. So and this dy by dx is named as the differentiation. The differentiation of y with respect to x. So this is the differentiation format, but you can say this is the differentiation operator ddx. That means you differentiation with respect to x. If I write d by dt, that means I am differentiating with respect to t. So d by dx is named as the operator of differentiation, and this one dy by dx is called the differentiating y with respect to x, right? So what is differentiation? Differentiation gives the instantaneous value in the function of y with respect to x. Instantaneous value, that means the change, that is del x, tends to 0. So this is the physical significance, this is the basic part about differentiation. So basically we need differentiation for calculating instantaneous speed and instantaneous velocity. Why? Because for instantaneous case, that means there is change in time interval which is tends to 0, and when tends to 0 condition arrives, we need to solve differentiation, right? Okay, so differentiation that indicates the change of function of y with respect to x. Now for solving differentiation, there are some formula which is required and you need to memorize it. First of all, write it down, the formulas. Formula point 1, d dx of c is equal to 0. What is c? C is constant. That means when there is a constant value, then this constant value differentiation result is 0. Suppose this one is the line y axis, this one is x axis. This value gives the particular value of y. Suppose this is 10. So what will be the differentiation? At any position of x, the value of y, that is 10. The value of y, that is 10. So in this case 10, this is the constant value, you can say that is c is equal to 10. So in this case the differentiation result is 0. You can find out the slope of this line, and the answer of slope is 0, right? So d dx of c, where c is constant, is 0. Suppose you have to find out the question given d dx of 5, you can write answer 0 because 5 is a constant. Okay, second, d dx of d dx of x to the power n. First of all, the power will be first informed, then the power of x decreases by amount 1. So this is the formula, n x to the power n minus 1. Okay, let's take an example. Suppose the question given y is equal to x to the power 5 and you have to find out dy by dx. What is the answer? That is dy by dx. You need to find out this one. So you can say d dx of, in the place of y, you can write x to the power 5. Here y is a function of x, and you differentiating x with respect to x. Okay, so this one will be just compare x to the power n, here x to the power 5. So n, first of all, that is here 5. Then the power of n becomes decreases by 1, that is 5 minus 1, that is x to the power 4. Okay, let's take another example. Suppose y is equal to given 1 by root x and you need to find out dy by dx. What will be the answer? Write it down. So dy by dx, that is d dx of, in the place of y, you can write 1 by root x, and you know this value, that is 1 by x to the power half, root, that means half. So when this portion, this one will be in upper side, we can write d dx of x to the power minus half. Now compare this one, x to the power n, and there is a x to the power minus half. So minus half will be first of all, then the power of x decreases by 1. So this one will be x to the power minus half minus 1, that is minus half x to the power minus 3 by 2, right? So this is the problem according to this formula. Now 3 d dx of x, solve it. X, that means there is a power 1. So according to this formula, 1 will be first of all, then the power of x decreases by 1, so which indicates 1 x to the power 0, something to the power 0, that is 1. So d dx of x, answer is 1. So similarly, there is some formula, that is d dx of e to the power x, answer is e to the power x. d dx of a to the power x, answer is a to the power x log a. 6 d dx of log x, answer is 1 by x. Next, next 7, that is d dx of sin x, answer is cos x. d dx of cos x, answer is minus sin x. You need to memorize it. In mathematics, there is a proof for every formula. You can prove in class 12. Now you need to memorize it. That is d dx of sec x, answer is sec x tan x. Now d dx of cosec x, answer is minus cosec x cot x. 11 d dx of tan x, answer is sec square x. 12 d dx of cot x, answer is minus cosec square x. Okay, so this is all about the basic formula which is required in physics for solving instantaneous acceleration, instantaneous speed, instantaneous velocity, etc. Another one, suppose this one is given d dx of cy, what will be the answer? Here c is a constant and there is a variable part y which is function of x. Suppose the y given x to the power 5. So according to this question, this one is d dx of c and y is given x to the power 5, that is x to the power 5. Suppose c given 10. So this one will be 10 x to the power 5. Then what will be the solution? This is a constant part, this is a variable part. So when there is a constant and variable both in an equation, this constant part becomes first of all outside of this differentiation. So 10 first of all will be outside. Now you have to differentiate x to the power 5 according to which formula? This formula. That means 5 will be first of all, then power of x becomes 5 minus 1. That is answer is 5 into 10, that is 50, x to the power 5 minus 1, that is x to the power 4. Okay. So this is all about the basic formula which is required in physics in motion in a straight line chapter. Another part, suppose there is a question, you need to solve this one, d dx of e to the power mx. What will be the answer? According to formula, d dx of e to the power x, answer is e to the power x. But here given d dx of e to the power mx, that means this function is depends upon m and x. So first of all, this one will be e to the power mx. Again you have to differentiate mx. If there is d dx of only e to the power x, answer is e to the power x. E to the power x into ddx of x, and you know the ddx of x result, that is this one 1. So in this case we can write only e to the power x, this one. But when there is this types of function ddx of e to the power mx, that means at first you differentiate according to this rule, that is e to the power mx. Again you have to differentiate this function, that is ddx of mx. So what will be the answer? Answer will be e to the power mx, and this one m constant, x variable. So m will be outside, and ddx of x answer is 1. So this answer is m e to the power mx. Right? Okay, let's take another example. Suppose you need to find out dx by dt. You need to find out this value dx by dt, and according to question x given t to the power 5. What will be the answer? Okay, solve it. That is d dt of x, that is t to the power 5. So just check it. Here you differentiate with respect to t, and there is a function t. Then this differentiation will be happened, and the answer will be 5 first of all, then power becomes decreases by 1, that is 5 t to the power 4. Now suppose you have to differentiate dx by dt, and here x given y to the power 5, x given y to the power 5. So what will be the answer? Write it down, y to the power 5 in the place of x, y to the power 5. Here you differentiating with respect to x, but there is y, function of y, which doesn't y, x depends upon y doesn't depends upon t. So here y to the power 5, that is constant part. So d dt of y to the power 5 answer becomes 0. Right? So students, this is all about the basic thing about differentiation. You need to memorize this basic formula, and in next class, in next episode, we will solve some numericals, some important numericals related to speed, velocity and acceleration, and where we require this differentiation formula for calculating instantaneous speed, instantaneous velocity and instantaneous acceleration. So just practice it and memorize it. Then in next class we will solve according to this formula, according to these rules, this differentiation formula. So this is all about the basic thing about differentiation. So stay tuned and thank you.